With the latest update, a new bolt-action sniper rifle was introduced into Warface, the AWP. This weapon has been a very interesting addition to the game, because it's unlike anything we've seen before. However, this is exactly why it could mark a very important change in the sniper meta of Warface. I'm Mr. Xbus, and today we'll find out why this weapon is both very uncharacteristic and important to the game. First, let's take a look at how you can get the AWP. It is currently only available for random boxes, although there's a contract on the test server, although we do not know for sure whether this will arrive on the live servers too. But let's take a look at the stats now. And as mentioned, it's immediately noticed why it's so interesting. 425 damage? With a 1.15 multiplier on the body and a 1.25 times multiplier on the limbs. This means that it does 489 damage on the body and over 500 damage on the limbs. In fact, it does so much damage that it allows you to one-hit kill anyone in the game right now, including riflemen using rock-solid armor. However, this is probably the only good statistic that this weapon has, as it has a rate of fire of only 37. This therefore also makes it the new slowest sniper rifle in the game by quite a large margin. The next slowest sniper has 41 RPM. Another important statistic to look for is the scope in and scope out times of a sniper. These usually determine how aggressive you can be with a sniper rifle in this game. And the strange stats definitely continue here, because it's also the slowest bolt-action sniper in terms of scope in speed. At 300 milliseconds by default, it has once again the slowest scope in time by quite a large margin. However, its scope out time is quite fast, which helps the rate of fire a bit, but not much, of course. The swap speed of this weapon is also actually pretty good, at 100 milliseconds for both swapping to and from the weapon. Hipfire accuracy can, like most sets, be described as very strange once again, because the hipfire accuracy can actually be very good, but walking and running cause it to significantly decrease while taking quite a while to come back down to a good level. Finally, the weapon has a small magazine of 5 bullets, but reloads in just over 2 seconds. But there is one more statistic that I would like to mention, but before we come to that, let's look at the special attachments, and well, it pretty much only has special attachments. These include a special silencer, which is statistically identical to the shared silencer while reducing sway, or in other words, pretty much useless as it makes the weapon unable to one-hit kill everybody in the game, and 2 bipod attachments which either reduce the recoil or eliminates any sway while proning. And last but not least, it has only 2 scopes, a 4.5 times sniper scope and a 2 times low zoom scope. The 4.5 times sniper scope is honestly the only one you should be considering using, as it provides a 5% improvement in scope in time, which for the sniper is quite a lot, while the 2 times scope makes it 5% slower. However, these scopes have a significant impact on the sway, and the sway is what truly makes this weapon hard to use, because the sway is unreal when you move with this weapon. It is in fact so much, you can clearly notice it while being in motion with this weapon. Like, come on now, it literally looks like you are drunk while you're running around this weapon. It's actually crazy, looking back at this footage is just crazy. The effect is by far the worst when you jump and slide, to the point where it's pretty much impossible to hit somebody at mid to long range with the 2 times scope while performing these actions. However, the sway is actually not that bad when you stand, crouch or prone. This sway, along with the overall sluggish nature of the weapon, brings me to my very next point. This sniper is not meant to be rushed with. The one-hit kill ability compensates for the lack of any good mobility you're going to have with this weapon, and in my opinion, this is a great thing. Because for multiple years, the sniper class has been the most powerful class in the game, because most of its weapons allowed for a guaranteed one-shot kill while also having a good zoom-in speed and rate of fire. This made them not only extremely powerful, but also rather forgiving to use. However, with the rock-solid battle pass, we now have armor on every single class that has damage reduction against snipers. This caused every sniper in the game to no longer be able to one-hit KO a rifleman, as well as many others being unable to one-hit engineers and medics, and sometimes even other snipers. However, they were all part of the old sniper meta where they were both very forgiving and extremely fast, as mentioned, and which caused the class to be extremely powerful in the first place. Although these snipers can still be used, you will likely experience a lot of more knockdowns than usual, which inherently makes them significantly more difficult and risky to use. But now that we do have a one-hit KO sniper again, it is now significantly slower than usual. So now it leaves you with a choice. Either you go fast with something like a Kar 98K or a Stair Scout, but you run the risk of getting taken out by a player that is knocked down. But these snipers will allow you to play a lot more aggressive, because they are much faster in terms of mobility. On the other hand, you could go with the AWP and have a weapon that is significantly harder to use, but will guarantee you one-hit kills. This will force you to take a more passive playstyle instead, where you have to be better at making sure you hit your shots. Now that we know all of this, the important question still remains. Is it worth to get this sniper rifle? Well, that depends. Since the class is now much harder to use than it was before, It is essentially a matter of being able to adapt to this more passive playstyle. If you don't like it, you can obviously stick to the older sniper rifles or play a different class. But if you are a sniper main and you're able to adapt to this new weapon, you will not be disappointed. This weapon is very satisfying to use once you get used to it, but it will definitely require a bit of practice to get to that point. But what do you think about this weapon? Have you tried it already, and if so, what did you think about it? Also, do you think that making the snipers like this is good for the game? Let me know in the comments or my Discord server. If you like this video, consider subscribing so I can get an actual release schedule. Of course, make sure to like and or dislike accordingly too. I hope you've enjoyed and learned something from this video, and as always, have a great day.